Writing of the week, I'm giving to, surprise, surprise, Grant Morrison. Like I said before, it's got that new X-Men vibe. It gets me excited, it gets me hyped. It makes me happy to pay $2.99. This is a title I would actually pay $3.99 for. Alright, I'm going to throw it out there and just say, Marvel, if you want to charge $3.99 for a book, this is how you do it, okay? This is what makes it worth it. You get interesting, fun stuff, okay? Not $3.99, you get a normal story, and then you get a fucking add-in with, you know, a backup story from 1962, okay? Not how you do it. This is how you do it, but they did it for $2.99, okay? Big name talent on a $2.99 title. These guys are making a steal of a deal here. And Morrison is just bringing it. Like I said, fun, it's new, it's exciting. It's a great recovery for him after Final Crisis. He definitely took a lot of heat on that. But luckily he had that built-in buffer of coming off All-Star Superman, which a lot of people, including myself, just absolutely enjoyed. That's just classic Superman. That'll be a run that's remembered for quite a long time as one of the greats. Again, quietly in Morrison. One of the best teams to ever grace comics. I'm throwing it out there. Those guys in 10, 15 years will be remembered as doing some epic work if they can keep stuff like this up. Every artist and writing team has their hiccups. But when you put Morrison and Quietly together, it's rare that they have one. I mean, clearly Morrison's downside stuff was Final Crisis in that last Batman run for me, but, you know, he didn't have Quietly with him, so him and Quietly together equals fucking gold. So yeah. So who wants to take a guess as to what the title of the week may be? Ready? Alright. Title of the week is Ultimates. Oh no, it's not. That's horseshit. The title of the week is Batman and Robin. Obviously, for all the things that I've pointed out, let's recover. We've got beautiful art. We've got beautiful cover. We've got fantastic, brilliant writing. We've got fun, interesting new things going on. It's a title with a new Batman, a new Robin, and a whole new world. So let's see where they take it. I'm really enjoying it again because of the new X-Men style vibe. I mean, you really feel like, yeah, I mean, you know, kind of like new X-Men was, where it's not going to last forever. Clearly, they're going to change back to the costumes, you know, in new X-Men at least. And with this, you know, eventually Batman's coming back, you know, and you know it's not going to last forever. But that exciting vibe that it gives you is just fun. It's just, you know, it's one of those books that I at least am going to wait every month for now, you know, and I haven't had one of those in a while that I just absolutely have to and need to read. But this is going to fill that quota for sure. Again, I think that this title was so good just because Quietly he's able to do his own thing in his own universe, kind of like he did with New X-Men, where he got to kind of interweave in and out of continuity, let's be honest, he ignored some stuff and, you know, warped some stuff to fit his needs and wants, but overall it made for a great comic, and that's kind of what we've got going here with New X-Men, or, with Batman and Robin. So, really enjoying that. Anyway, I don't want to beat that in the ground too hard, but go pick this up. If you didn't pick it up already, definitely pick it up. I mean, it's a fantastic read, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be a joy for all the fanboys and fangirls out there. Alright, so, getting toward the end here, as I said before, I had been told through comments that maybe we should move the questions to the end, and I agree. We'll make it like a letter column. Maybe we'll come up with a name for that, kind of like a, you know, catchy letter column. So if you've got a name for the letters portion, go ahead and click the rant or comment. So we didn't really get much questions this week, though, guys. I'm really kind of disappointed. I know there's only like, you know, 10 of you watching this, but at least drop a question. Come on, you're breaking my heart. But not for now. It's protected by the Power Rangers currently. Ooh, yeah! Drop me your questions. Don't know where these voices come from, guys. I'm really fucking sorry. Really sorry. But at least I haven't busted out in the SpongeBob. Once we reach the SpongeBob voice, it's fucking over. That's mutually assured destruction. Anyway, so, letter column at the end. Here we go. The one question I did get this week was from somebody on Twitter. The name of O Superheroine, OHSuperheroine. So go ahead and add her on Twitter if you're on Twitter, and hit her up. But to answer her question, which was, what webcomics do you read, and which ones can you suggest to your readers? You know, I would like to be able to say that I am such a connoisseur of comics that I read a plethora of amazing webcomics, and I only read the best of the best. That'd be a lie. And the unfortunate, very disappointing and embarrassing thing to say is that I don't read any webcomics. I know. Wah, wah, wah. Very disappointing, and I know I just lost a few people because of that. But to redeem myself, I have honestly wanted to get into reading webcomics, but I have a hard time finding them, and finding ones that I would enjoy. I would like to, like, if I could find a list of webcomics and maybe a synopsis on each of them, I would love to do it that way. But other than that, I have a hard time finding them. And I know they're out there, and I know that's just a lazy-ass excuse, so I guess I'd like to turn that question around and ask, oh superheroine, can you recommend some for me? And if you can, I would love to get on reading some, and then I could toss those in with reviews during these videos, and I would really enjoy that, and I think that would be great. I'd really like to support those guys and girls and creators out there who are doing this for fun and for free, looking to make a break for themselves. Because I personally would love to get on board. If I could find an artist, I would love to do a webcomic. I would absolutely love it. I've been wanting to do some kind of comic writing for about as long as I've been able to hold a comic. So if you can suggest some webcomics to me, I would gladly get on them. So anybody watching this who does read webcomics, or if you create webcomics, let me know. I will be all over that like a Barton Heights episode. So you like that? Crossover Barton Heights. Good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my YouTube, go to Anthony Latch's link on my YouTube, and go check out his videos, Barton Heights. That commercial brought to you by Barton Heights. Barton Heights, Barton Heights, Barton Heights. Alright, so yeah, so if you got something out there and you want me to see it, let me see it. Send it to me. Next week, we've got some, we actually have a creator, David Daub, who I mentioned last video, who sent me his stuff, and I told him in 2 weeks we'd get him in. I've got maybe 20 pages left of your comic to read, and then I'll be done with it, and it will be reviewed next week. So yeah, I got that shit done. It has been forever. It feels good to get it done. So I'm mostly through it. It's alright stuff. It's not necessarily what I'm used to or what I necessarily am into, but I can definitely see where there's a market for it. So if you're interested in creator-owned properties, and who isn't? That's where you get your breaks. Let me know. And next week, check out this guy's stuff, David Daub. So I don't know. I guess that's it. Again, to recap: Ultimate Spider-Man bad, Batman and Robin good. Barton Heights, Slim Jim factory's blowing up because the Macho Man. Questions at the end, webcomics, hit the rant, let me know. I want to read some, I want to enjoy some. If you're an artist, I want to work on some. I don't know what else there is to recap except for that I enjoyed this, and I hope you liked the new format. It was fun for me, and I don't know, stay tuned. And these will get better. So, I'm Brandon Burpee, and thanks for joining us for Burpee's Comic Book Asylum, the show. And by us, I mean us in here. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by and joining us in the four-color world. Peace.